Happy New Year's to all of my ethnic, original, foundational, Sulan, ADOS, whatever you choose to call yourself. So, real quick, let's talk about this HB1 visa thing that I talked about before that Vivek Ramaswamy or whatever, really, and Elon just made everybody lose their minds over. And I want to say America has been trying to replace the value that we brought since we were emancipated from slavery and emancipated from Jim Crow. And one of my people on X kind of just wrote this, and I was like, yeah, I've been meaning to talk about this. So it doesn't take a lot to, that's a lie saying that they want to bring in really smart people from across seas here to fill a gap that we have. And I told you guys about H1B visas a long time ago and how they were doing this. But what it really is about money. And let me explain. Coding. So a few of you guys know that I started a computer science charter school, and and you guys know the story if you've been following me, what happened with all that. And it only takes, so I learned a lot about coding in computer science. It only takes 6 months to learn to code a basic coding program, which we have C++, JavaScript, and different ones. So it doesn't take long to teach somebody a main coding program. Most people know how to code 1 or 2 programs, maybe 3. So it would take less than a year to train somebody to program. If the United States really wanted to, all they have to do is put some money into training people to code. It takes less than a year. And they can provide scholarships, they can provide grants, loans, whatever. They don't want to. So in less than a year, the whole American workforce can be converted into coding where they have enough people to code. They don't want to do that. It's cheaper to do H1B visas or HB1 visas. And I talked about this when I was doing my computer science school. I was looking into the same thing. I remember going to different colleges to interview people to be a coding teacher. And they were from across the seas, and they were like, I didn't know that. And they were like, if you like me, then you have to sign my work papers and give me an HB1 visa so I can come stay here. And the allure was that I didn't have the money as a new charter school to hire a computer science teacher that would take $130,000 or more, right? But somebody with the HB1 visa was willing to do it for maybe 65, 70, less, like half, because they get to come to America, or they get to stay in America, I should say, because they're already here usually. And they get to stay here. So it's just about money. It takes less than a year to educate. It would take less than a year to educate American citizens on how to do coding. They just don't want to. America has never been able to replicate or replace the massive amounts of labor, the massive amounts of money that they earned and were able to fuel themselves into first world status with bravery. You know what I'm talking about, bravery. And with Jim Crow, they've never ever been able to replace us in that way. They've never been able to replace our labor, our capital, our intellectual property, none of it. And so they keep trying to find new ways to try to prop themselves up and maintain it, because they can't unless they do it, and they will crumble. So, yeah.